I got 11 years of my prison sentence knocked off. 11 years. I left prison, and when I left there, I got a letter from the governor's office that said that this young man he's serious about his change and he's trying to overcome it. He's impacting and inspiring. I got this letter, this paper. That I left the prison. I was leaving the prison in street clothes. I left 11 years early. I came home 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I came home. And I was on a mission, man. And I was just a broke down dude that's just hungry, and I refuse to fail. I refuse to give up. I may make mistakes. I may do it the first time, the second time, but failure's only failure until you stop trying. Listen, some of you're afraid and you're letting fear, whatever your dream, whatever your goal, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you're letting fear paralyze you. Listen to me. You're never going to know if you can swim unless you jump in the water. You're never going to know that you can achieve your dreams or you're going to fail unless you get into the water. That's when you're going to find out if you're sinking or you're swimming. And here's the truth. Failure's only failure until you give up, man. You don't have to get it right the first time. It's not about perfection. And so some of you, maybe you struggled and you've messed up and you've relapsed, or you've made some hiccups. And even some of us that aren't struggling with addiction, you've made some poor business choices, some poor relationship choices. You've struggled. I'm telling you what, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Giving up is not an option. Giving up on your loved ones is not an option. Giving up on your sobriety is not an option. It's not. I want you guys to understand, you're in the game, man. You're in the game, man. We're in this together. I refuse to believe that addiction and living a life full of drugs and bound to these thoughts and these failures is all that we have. It's not. I'm 10 years sober, and I promise I don't white knuckle it. I'm not counting the days. I'm just chasing down my dream, and I'm no different than any one of you in here. You plus God is always the majority. Period. And so here's what happened with me. It was a Friday night, 2009, July 17th. So I had drank and consumed a half a fifth of whiskey and 13 shots of tequila. I was drunk. A girl named Priscilla Owens, she comes to get me. My friend Mike says, Nathan, you're not driving, right? I said, oh no. I'm not driving, she is. She's my designated driver. We got this. We're going out to TJ's. We're starting the fire. I'll see you in a little bit. Cool, we shook up and we're out the door. But in the process of leaving that bar to getting to the car, there's one question that I'm never going to probably ever have answered, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But somehow, when I left that bar, Priscilla gave me her keys. And I remember these next few moments. I remember the atmosphere. I remember what was being said. I remember everything, every part of it. I remember the shorts that I had on. I remember more clearly than anything the next words I heard out of Priscilla's mouth. I remember them so clearly. Every vowel, every consonant articulated so precisely. And it was so clear, as crystal clear as day. Well, the next words I heard from Priscilla were simply this: tree! And when I hit that tree, that case of beer bottles that was behind her catapulted forward at impact. And that woman named Priscilla, who didn't have her seatbelt on, catapulted forward at impact. And that thing called the windshield in your car, and that case of beer bottles met with Priscilla in between. And she slid down to the floorboard, and her neck rested on the middle console. And at 23, choices and decisions that I made, Priscilla Owens lost her life. She was a mother too, she was a daughter, and she was a sister. What happened though is the family wanted me to contact them right after that. They said, listen, there's no reason for two families to be destroyed. We want you to know that we love you even though we don't know you. We forgive you even though we don't know you. But do us a favor. Just try to make the world a better place. Try to don't let Priscilla die for nothing. Just make a difference. I live with these 3 principles, and I promise you, man, they will change everything about who you are. Hard work works, make good choices, and value people. I decided 10 years ago, literally, when this all happened and I went to prison, I was like, you know what? I want to make this promise. I want to keep it to this family. I come from a lot of brokenness. I don't know where to start, but what I do know is the importance of the choices that I make. And so literally, I wrote the word, change the world, and I slapped it on my little prison cell window. And every single day I woke up and I realized, make good choices, great things happen. Aim small, miss small. I promise you, if some of you will just begin to take ownership of your life, and some of you probably are already thriving and doing phenomenal and making good choices, I want to say keep going. Don't give up. Keep pursuing it, because I promise you, every single one of you were meant to leave your fingerprints on history. But I'm here to tell any of you in here, if you're battling, if you're struggling, you've got to know when to cut anchor and go on about your life, because you can't be letting people live rent-free up here. You can't be letting people hold you back. And who you surround yourself with matters. Change doesn't happen by accident. Change takes intentional choices to be different. And that's just truthful. Today, I'm going to give my attitude all that I got. I'm going to give working on my character all that I got. I want to try to be responsible with all that I got. I want to be the best me with everything that I got, with all that I got. If we can every day look in the mirror and say, I don't need to be perfect, but I want to progress today. Every day, I'm going to get a little bit better. I promise you, accountability and transparency will change your life. As much as you want to sometimes isolate and be by yourself and think that you can do this on your own, you can't. You're not an island, and you can't do this on your own. And it's, yes, we got to have our good friends. We need to have those people that can encourage us, but it's not just on a horizontal level. There has to be a vertical level. Those coaches, those mentors, those people that have been through some things in life, you need them in your life. You need counselors and people in your life that can see you and see your blind spots, because we normally in life, we will not see our blind spots. Make good choices, great things happen. You see, every choice that I can make, listen, I can't control what you think about me. I can't control your opinion of me. I can't control what you say about me, but I control how I react, respond, and what I do with my life. I'm in control of my life. I don't let external factors control me. I'm in control of my life. Because sometimes life can be tough. Life can be challenging. And sometimes the obstacles in front of you seem like they're too big and it's easier just to lay down. But you know what I remember? I remember when my dad used to look at me when the kid said, listen, Nathan, life is never going to give you anything, but if you make it and if you build it, nobody can take it from you. Because hard work and tenacity and refusing to quit and chasing your dream, you'll get there, I promise you. Maybe you don't hit the star, but you'll land on the moon. You just don't give up and you go after it, and you stop caring about the opinions of people around you. Stop blaming everybody for your hurts. Take ownership of your life. Take off your mask. Don't feed the bear. Make good choices. Be a best friend. Encourage somebody. Be a voice of hope and inspiration. This is your moment.